Sweet. 9:15 we will start the draft. Let's see what's going on Twitter though in the meantime. Get that link going. Good stuff. How's it going, everybody? (9:15) we'll start the draft, so if anyone wants to draft with me, feel free. We'll be starting at 9:15, like I said, and just chilling for now, though. If you're in the chat, let me know who you are and say hi. Hopefully get some good drafts in. I might do 2 at the same time. I'll get 2 lobbies going. Oh, wrong thing. Underdog lobby. Get all these calibrated. We'll do 2 big boards. Maybe we'll do 1 big board and 1 little board. Yeah, that sounds good. But yeah, we'll hold for 9:15. 9:15, like I said I was going to do. Got 3 minutes. If you're in the chat, looks like we got 3 people in here. Definitely put out like a hey, like the stream. That helps me out a lot. Just starting streaming. I did a lot of content on TikTok. I was in the finals for BestBall Mania and looking to do something good for the big board and little board. Let's get it. I feel like BestBall is just like coming into my own the last like year and a half, so really excited for this fantasy season. I'll be doing a lot of content on Twitter as well, so if you're coming over from the Twitter sphere, definitely appreciate the love. The Twitter space is just awesome. The community is great. Really enjoyed talking to people about player takes over there, and I just feel like it's like a deeper community than a lot of different social medias. So that's all good. So at 9:15 we'll start the draft. We're about a minute 20 away. If you're just jumping over here from Twitter, definitely give me a shout out in the chat. Say where you came from and what's going on. Who's a player that you're really excited to draft in Best Ball Mania or Big Board, Little Board right now? And who's the guy that you're kind of fading in drafts? I like to talk to my one friend Matt a lot about player takes. I feel like my Twitter's now become like kind of my stream of consciousness. So a lot of content's going to be going out there of just kind of thoughts that I have on the best ball space. We got 45 seconds and we will hit the big board draft. 45 seconds and we're going to start this thing up. Starting right on the dot at 9:15. See what happens. Seconds till we start this thing up. It's like a happy new year at 9:15. Looks like there's pretty quick fill, so that's good. I'll do another one as well. So we did 2 while we are streaming. It's going to be a little bit difficult. I might go down to 1 actually. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, let's actually just go down to 1 stream. We'll cut it to 1 since I'll be talking as well while I'm going through this. So we got Couple badges here. I got the 12 spot. I like the 12 spot, obviously, or not obviously, but I feel like the 12 spot's not as bad in redraft for this year. So I'm really excited for the big board and little board 12 spots. So yeah, I feel like that'll be good. Good spot to draft from. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 badges for the first 6. Then we got 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 badges. There's only 2 non-badges. Wedged in the middle, Nick Saucer and Big Bash B62 is in the chat. 2 drafters that are not badged up. Let's see how they go though. See how things run. Jamar Chase, obviously a good pick. I'm really interested to see where T. Higgins goes, if he goes anywhere. I know there's a lot of talk about him getting franchise tagged for the 2nd time in a row. I really think that they either get a long-term deal for that guy or they let him walk in free agency. They got to do right by the guy. You can't just keep having these one-year prove-it deals. I feel like that's just totally wrong on a lot of different levels. So hopefully they get someone to either give him the money, or if they pay up the money for T. Higgins, that's great. I mean, I just feel like they can't string the guy along. It's like they've been engaged for 6 years now, and they just keep getting. Next year maybe we'll give you the ring. It's like, come on, dude. Like, give him the contract. Every year you could get injured further. Give him the bag if he deserves it. If another team's willing to give it to him, give it to him. And if you can't do that as a franchise, like, sorry, but you can't have him. Brian Thomas off the board at 7. I've been seeing him go sneakily higher in drafts. I'm not as high on him. I'd rather have, honestly, Malik Neighbors over him. Obviously, also Drake London, I think, over him. And even Ladd McConkey. I think there's room for him to drop down in draft board, especially if Devonta Adams goes there. But I'm actually not a big Brian Thomas Jr. Last year, I loved that guy. I called him Jamar Chase Light, and he won me lots of fantasy points, playoff wins. So, but, at the price, I just cannot invest in him. I'm hoping that these guys go running back, but they're not going to. They're not going to let me get Amon-Ra St. Brown at 12, will they? No, they won't. So I'm completely fine with taking Drake London and Devon Achane as a start. Love that upside right there. I'm going to go that route. Not excited for London that early, but honestly, I love taking London. So at 13, I'm clearly fine with that. Haven't gotten a lot of Derrick Henry in drafts yet, but what are you gonna do? I feel like that's a good value though for Drake London. Ashton Genty, I've had a lot of Ashton Genty. I thought about doing the double click there, getting 2 really stud good running backs, but I just feel like Drake London, get that wide receiver early is important too. Especially, I think there's going to be a lot of running backs that go late in these big board, little boards that are going to be really good values. I saw a tweet today that there's 12 guys that are in the 90th percentile for production profile going into the 2025 draft. And the last few years there's been like 4, 5. 12 is an amazing number. It's a really deep class, and I think there's a lot of people that aren't drafting these running backs. They're going, 19th, 20th round that are going to end up being good values in draft boards, honestly. So I'm excited for those rookie running backs. Give them to me 19th, 20th round. I'm fine with that. So let me load up on wide receivers early. Tyreek Hill at 20. He keeps going up. I have a good exposure to him. Let's look at my exposure to Tyreek Hill while we're at it. So exposure, Tyreek, we're at 17%, and he just keeps climbing in ADP. I feel like I'm going to have a lot of leverage on him in tournaments this year. So really excited about that in the pre-draft process here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where's the one I want? Here you go. So Jonathan Taylor, I just had my first share of Jonathan Taylor. I think he went like 23 to me in a draft. So I'm not really high on Jonathan Taylor. Not really high pass catching, back in the second round. I want that high upside. I know, Last year we had Derrick Henry score a lot of points. And Jonathan Taylor was the RB1 a few years ago, but I just feel like he's kind of a risk with his ankle injury history and all that. We got DJ Moore going 25. Someone loves the guy. Good luck says, get on my team, McBride. Give me DJ Moore early too. Holy shit. Really, really aggressive there with the ADP. That's going to end up giving lots of value to these guys at 2027. So if you're MC Meads, you're going to be in a good spot here. It looks like he has T. Higgins and Saquon Barkley, and he's able to get a Josh Jacobs if he wants and a Terry McLaurin. I mean, sign me up for that start for the Saquon Barkley user. And Garrett Wilson with JSN. Gotta love that. It's like Ohio State right there. We got Josh Jacobs off the board at 27. Gotta love that. I wonder what these unbadged guys are going to do in these drafts. We'll have to see. We've got Breece Hall, 29. It's pretty tough. It's a good value for where he's going. Bucky Irving went off at 28. I mean, I feel like that's pretty standard. A little past ADP, so he's had some good values there. Basically grabbed the best player available based on ADP. You can't hate it from the Dog Pound. Shout out to Fantasy Dog Pound there. Nick Saucer going the first quarterback off the board. What's his build like? So he has Brian Thomas Jr. He went early on that. Went late on Josh Allen and pretty much on par for Brock Bowers. Nice start for him. At least has that wide receiver. I always worry about my wide receiver when you go tight end and quarterback early like that. But let's see if it pays off for him. This guy has Derrick Henry and Nico Collins. You're thinking Lamar Jackson would be an interesting pick for him. He's a little, cheaper in ADP right there. He has that, but he says, nope, give me Cook. I have not gotten a lot of Lamar Jackson, so I'm definitely eyeing him up possibly, but I'm kind of hoping that F. Homer does get him instead. Let's see what happens. Because I wouldn't be opposed to just going Marvin Harrison, Xavier Worthy. He goes Ted McMillan at 35. Oh my gosh. That's the earliest I've seen him go. I love Xavier Worthy in that offense, high upside. Let me go with the youth in Marvin Harrison Jr. and Xavier Worthy. I'm just going to go load up there. I think Xavier Worthy is going to continue to climb up boards as we get through the season, especially I think once Best Ball Mania launches, I could see him going as high as 30 ADP because his profile just is really good, especially with Rashee Rice probably going to be suspended. I could see him being a focal point of that offense, and I think that there's a possibility of Spags leaving the Chiefs, which would be interesting. Probably not at this point, but there's always the head coach shuffle that could happen late in the off season. But really interesting to see what Xavier Worthy does in year 2. I could see him having a really high ceiling. So at 4-1, I'm really excited for that. I'm interested in Lamar Jackson continuing to fall. Let's see if Nick Saucer doubles up on quarterback. It would be really strong for Big Bash to get him. Go D. Smith. I feel like Devonta Smith, I mean, it might just be me, guys, but I feel like Devonta Smith is just way overvalued in drafts. I would rather have Zay Flowers, Rashee Rice, Rambadunze, DK Metcalf, probably all the way down to George Pickens. That's where I would put Smith at. Meads, how's it going? Oh, were you hoping Lamar Jackson to fall to you? We got Hurts, though, to you. Got Hurts, you got Saquon Barkley. It's interesting area. Waddle over Smith. Yeah, I honestly think Waddle has a higher upside. I think once Tyreek Hill, he's probably going to move on from the Dolphins. I think he has a better rebound year this year. He's a guy that put up a lot of targets this first few years. He didn't have a good last couple years, 2 years. But honestly, I'd rather have him than Devonta Smith. Yeah, he had a bad year last year, I guess, with how many injuries he had. But he had 200 plus the last 2 before 2023. I know that's like 2 years ago, but still. Um, he's been on a rebound for 2 years. Yeah, 1 year he's gonna hit, man. 1 year he's gonna hit. But Roma Dunze at 411. I had a lot of Twitter feed comments on Roma Dunze today. I think that there's a lot going on with Roma Dunze, that there's a lot of upside there. But I see the risk there too in picking him. Zay Flowers. I wonder what Matt's thinking on Zay Flowers, if he's drafting him heavily. I'm just not a big Zay Flowers fan where he's going in drafts either, though. But he's definitely the one on his team if it's not Mark Andrews. Oh, Hampton. Hampton's at 49. I love Hampton. I think he's going to continue to go up draft boards as well. But this guy's really not about ADP. He just grabs people wherever they're going. Sometimes he gets some value, but he's not afraid to jump, stroll down, which is good for good luck. But I think Omari and Hampton is a really good value where he's going in ADP, but I think he's going to continue to go up in ADP, especially as the draft capital comes in for him and the NFL draft gets closer. I could see him being a first round lock by the time the NFL draft happens. 5 picks away, we got Joe Burrow just chilling. We got Joe Burrow chilling here. Nick Saucer's thinking about taking his second quarterback. I know he is. Being a no Badger, he's thinking, I kind of like Joe Burrow. It's good EV, right? Nope, he goes Kamara. Okay. So there's only 3 guys without quarterbacks. They're probably going to take Joe Burrow. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to taking Joe Burrow with this build here. But I kind of went Sutton. He's gone. Okay. I don't have a lot of George Kittle, so I'm completely fine going George Kittle here. If I didn't have only 2 wide receivers, would have stacked Burrow with Higgins there. Yeah, I'm not opposed to not stacking Higgins, honestly. Or sometimes I have Chase and Higgins and I don't get Burrow. But sometimes, naked stack here at 61, I just feel like it's good value. And I haven't had a lot of Jerry Jeudy, so I could pick him up. But I'm actually going to go Joe Burrow and Kittle, just kind of go best ADP available. Kittle should have a really good offense with Ayuk being sidelined for, I think, probably at least through week 5. There'll be reports out saying he's in the best shape of his life going into training camp. We all know that, but I just feel like there's a lot of risk with Ayuk where he's going in board. So I think he's going to continue to slide. But we haven't really seen the slide. So I shouldn't say even continue. He's been 75 ADP for 3 weeks. No one cares to move him up or down. Very strange. So Joe Burrow, I'm probably going to try to get Gesicki if I can. Maybe Yoshi Voss. Maybe get a rookie wide receiver. Hopefully T. Higgins moves on and they draft a rookie wide receiver. Something like that might make sense there. Or, a naked Burrow at 60 ADP, I always feel like that's a good value. I do not draft a lot of quarterbacks early on, but it's nice having that solidified Joe Burrow. The way Higgins accepts that tag, in my opinion, yeah, it's you can't keep stringing the guy along. At some point, it's ridiculous to be not marrying the guy essentially, but stringing him along. And if he gets a career-ending injury, he's got no guaranteed money. It's just either give the man the money or move on. I agree 100%. Lorette Fantasy, did you get me on Twitter or did you get me or just find me on YouTube organically or some other method? Twitter, nice man. What's your handle on there? And if you could hit that like button, guys, both Matt and Lorette, that'd be awesome. Help me out. And if you haven't already subscribed, that helps me out as well. Appreciate you. But yeah, I'll be putting a lot of content. I feel like my Twitter content will be the strongest because it's a lot easier just to be quickly putting that on there. But, kind of like a stream of consciousness thoughts. But I think Lorette FF, I'll have to check you out, man. And thank you for stopping by. Are you in this draft as well, or are you just hanging out? Quinshon Judkins 75 would be interesting if he would drop a little bit. Jaden Reed 69, he's actually going upwards as well. Just hanging out, ripping some little boards. Nice, dude. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I know you. Yeah, you were saying that you might hit a little board instead of going big board. It's so hard. Like I like look at the like profile picture on Twitter a lot, but I don't like focus on the name. So it's like oh man. So I see this like football icon. I'm like I don't know if I know that icon. You know, like pretty funny. I need to make my Twitter icon the same as my FF Chris logo. So it's funny that way. We got Patrick Mahomes falling as well, 70. Going two quarterbacks this early would be insanity. Oh yeah, mine is different. Hello, yeah, for sure. I feel like my profile pictures are always different across different social media platforms. Junkins 78. I need to get more Junkins for sure. I feel like Tony Pollard feels safe, but there's such a good running back class coming in that he's not safe. But I'm gonna try to pick him up if I can. If not, I'm gonna try to go some wide receiver depth here. Well, he's gone. Saying McMillan. I get two picks. I could go early quarterback. I sometimes don't get quarterback until round 11, honestly. Okay, so he took Mahomes off my hand there, so that's good, honestly. I'm going to go Josh Downs, and I'm actually going to go Matthew Golden. Above ADP that high. I am pretty high on Matthew Golden, but I'll go Tony Pollard here. Yeah, I'm going to go Josh Downs for sure. I'm waffling here. My spot where I do want that extra wide receiver. Scrolling that far down, that's not that bad. I'm going to go Matthew Golden. Plant my flag in the turf there. Matthew Golden, I just feel like he's going to rise up boards. I could see him kind of going around 79-ish once we get to September, honestly. I think he could be a first-round wide receiver with good talent, and he's kind of reminds me of Brian Thomas Jr. Here RB has done well for me so far with rookie value, right? Yeah, exactly, dude. I just feel like there's going to be so many good rookies coming in that, rounds 19 and 20, those rookies might still hit even. And it's, going into like round 15, 16 with Ollie Gordon, Devin Neal, you got Sampson, the 150 range. Like there's a lot of guys in that range that I think, they have a good likelihood of hitting, honestly. And pushing even Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard might be completely out of the picture once this new class comes in, honestly. Tennessee might pick a guy in the third round that's, better Tony Pollard, essentially. So I agree 100%. The way to go is here RB. That's why I kind of waffled on going Pollard versus Matthew Golden. I feel like he's going to hold his value a little more. And I do have a good bit of Pollard in drafts already. But there's a chance that if I would have punted that he would have fallen back to me, but probably not. I'd be like 110, and his ADP is like 94 now, so... I'm going like a dynasty league right now. It's like all young wide receivers within their first 4 years of the league, and then George Kittle and Achane. Nice. I do want to get Penix then with Drake London. We'll see though if the board lets me do what I want here. Meads is up. What's his team look like here? We got Saquon, Josh Jacobs. That's huge. He can almost do like a fragile RB strategy and just like go ham. He goes a Bo Nix. Bo Nix. Naked Bo Nix there. Nice. I'm not very high on Bo Nix this year, honestly. Last year he was using his legs so much. Like I probably should be. Like Naked Bo Nix is completely fine. But I've just been like a little less hesitant on drafting him, honestly. I just feel like I can get better value later in drafts, but probably not. He's probably going to take a step forward, but I just feel like my evaluation of him, I wasn't really high on him pre-draft, so. But you can't let that taint your bias, right? Knicks' sneaky run value, yeah, that's exactly. It's hard. It's like he probably should go, 94, and that's back behind the ADP, so that's probably really good value, honestly, on Fields. Anyone doing anything weird in the draft? Everyone seems to have 4 wide receivers at this point. Pretty strong draft field. I'm the only one that doesn't have two running backs. It looks like. Yeah, everyone has at least, oh, except for T-Roo. Trev. Yeah, Trev has a pretty solid team with Jahmyr Gibbs, Caleb Williams, with Roma Dunze. Yeah, I really like Roma Dunze and Caleb Williams together this year. Herbert's off the board at 101. I want to get more Herbert, but it's like I feel like every draft I'm in, he's going like way higher than ADP. And I can never get him. Did he have at least like a stackable partner? No, he's just like, yeah, Justin Herbert's mine. I stacked. Nice, dude. Oh, unstacked. Yeah, he's just unstacked. It's just like, okay. Just cool, man. Guess he thinks that Mecca Ibuka is going to be a Charger. I could take my first Isaiah Pacheco share, but I just feel so strongly that they're going to pick up another running back and Pacheco's going to drop further down draft boards. I'm probably not going to do that. But I'm in kind of a weird spot. I really need more running backs at this point. I think Najee Harris is going to be a solid free agency winner, honestly. And I'm actually going to stroll back and get Cam Scatterbo. Zero for me. Football, I'm so much higher on Pacheco than many people. Oh, really, dude? I like as soon as he came out on big board, little board, I just let him keep falling. But I could definitely see him rebounding. But my stance is this rookie class is so good, and the Chiefs are looking at their running game and be like, we could really utilize one of these good running backs. I could see him taking a second or third round running back and being like, this is our guy for the future. We don't want to pay Pacheco. He's not like the long term solution. But honestly, I could see them not doing that as well. But I just feel like their draft capital, they should go running back, especially how deep this class is. I feel like that's what a good organization would do, which I tend to believe they're pretty good. Let's see if Devin Neal falls to me. It's probably unlikely at 126. Michael Pittman's creating some good value. I know there's like rumor that he could need back surgery and what's the extent of that, but I think he's good value at 107. I don't think they go RB early and think we are judging Pacheco on a rush back 4-game span. Yeah, he was pretty good like when he was not injured. You know, he was getting 20 points per game. But I just wonder if that injury is going to stay there a little bit. And plus, I think he's like 26 now, and like he wasn't like he was a 7th round draft pick for a reason. I think. I just don't know if like he has like the longevity in the league. He's already been there for 3 years. Yeah, I think he came in at 24, so I think he's probably 28 going into his 28th season. Pacheco age. Oh, 25. So actually, he wasn't that old when he came in. So he'll be 26. That's not that old, obviously, in today's age. Just he's not a huge draft capital guy. I probably should have gone Pacheco at that point. He went 107. Oh, he came off the board before I could get him. Especially I already have some Chiefs players. That probably would have been better if I could have gotten that. Prescott off at 117. I've been trying to get a lot of Prescott as well, but seems like he's been pretty elusive as well. I just feel like a lot of teams are going to go running back, and Chiefs would be one that, like, why wouldn't they almost go running back just because they have a 3rd, 4th round pick that, you know, most likely these running backs, there's going to be 12 really good running backs in the class, and there's going to be too many, you know, there's going to be enough of those good running backs to go around that I feel like one of them is going to go to the Chiefs. But yeah, I don't think they're going to invest in like Ashton Genty. Obviously, probably is not going to be available at 131. But Hampton's probably going to be a little bit earlier than that. Caleb Johnson, I don't think they're going to go like that kind of guy first round. They probably should go offensive lineman. Meads with Kraft. I think Kraft is a really good pick for tight end 1. I think he has a really good chance to rebound this year, and with Watson being out, I could see him being more targeted in 2025. I like the team. Kyler Murray. Dog pound. What's he? Oh, you got Devin Neal. 124. That's rough. Trayvon Henderson. Bucky. Dak Prescott. Yeah, it's a good looking team right there. I could see Dak being really good value there. Waddle 52. He's definitely going up in ADP. And Jane Reedy got a good value there. I think Kraft and just see Musgrave in the background looming. Yeah, I was a big Musgrave guy, but like he just seems like Kraft just seems like the guy that's going to be there. I know that there was an injury and all that, but turning into a median outcome team, Stack's not playing out. Yeah, it's hard. But still alive, and you can always stack him up. I don't think I have really any good stacks going on as well, so just kind of getting the value. It's not good. Advance first, anyhow. Yeah. Yeah, this might just be an advanced first kind of team for me, too. Well, I got Keenan Allen sitting in my bread basket, and I could get Kelsey. I mean, I don't think I'm really a big fan of Kelsey's, but 115, that's not bad. I don't think I've drafted Kelsey once, but I already have Kittle, so I think I'm gonna keep punting there. And then I think I'm gonna get Anthony Richardson to pair with Josh Downs. Yeah, let's do that. Anthony Richardson with Josh Downs. I really wanted Penix. That was kind of rough. Did he go like right before me? No, he went 125 still. That's annoying. The teams you advanced to final week of best ball in the past, were they stacked or unstacked teams? So for Best Ball Mania, it was Jared Goff stacked with Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then Jaden Daniels stacked with McLaurin and Zach Ertz. Actually, Sam Laporta too. So I had two tight ends stacked and two wide receivers stacked with my two quarterbacks. So yeah, I think stacking really does matter. So right now, I say that, and I don't have really a good stack ability going on right now. But I think with pre-draft too, I think it matters a little less because, I mean, it matters a lot still for pre-draft, but I think it matters a little less because teams or players move teams, honestly, so it's hard to get that. What place did you end up? I got 190th, so I got $8,000 from Best Ball Mania finals, so it was good. And then I'm staying at 0 Kelsey and grabbing Gray in every draft almost. Yeah, it might be a good idea for me, honestly. I think Wiley could end up being the guy that kind of replaces Kelsey though too, but he didn't really step up this year, so maybe not. Yeah, I gotta stack if possible. I agree. I was trying to stack, but then someone took my Kyler Murray. Just kidding. No, I got one. I got one stack. Anthony Richardson, who, I think he has the upside this year, but I really worry that he's not going to play the full season. Uh, and then Joe Burrow, it's going to be hard to stack a good pass catcher there. That's going to really make sense. I already have 6 wide receivers. I really need a preference to the running backs. So it's going to have to be a Gesicki and good to go kind of team, honestly. It's hard with the room's full of badges here. Not every draft are you going to find a winnable team. Sometimes you just got to go through the draft and just learn from it. In this one, I'm learning that, I didn't stack very well. Maybe I should have went Mahomes instead of Joe Burrow. There's an outcome where Mahomes just goes crazy next year with maybe they lose a few defensive players and he has to really throw the ball a lot. But I didn't capitalize on that because I didn't go Mahomes. I went Burrow because I saw the value. Yeah, Todd. Do you play best ball at all? And did you get to the finals? And Dylan, have you gotten to the best ball finals at all in any of the tournaments? I'm in a draft now. Guy went Allen, Daniels, Burrow in rounds 2 through 4. Oh my god, it's like grab a quarterback when you can. Then on those kind of drafts, it's just ugly bloodbath at that point. Got to best ball mania finals, finished 160th. Nice man, nice dude. Did you get like the $8,000 too, or was that did you get like a 10K bump or what were you at? I think that was like the same window as me, $8,000. That's awesome, then, man. Did you stack on yours? Give me Colston Loveland right here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go two tight ends. I'm gonna just hope Kittle and Loveland are the guys that I want here. And then I'm gonna go Ollie Gordon. I think he's gonna be a good riser in drafts. I like it. Had the Green Bay Minnesota stack, which disappointed. Ah, man. Yeah, I had in the DK Millie. I was in the finals there. I had Justin Jefferson. I had really high hopes that he was going to be really good last week, but just didn't pull through. Or no, I guess he had a really good game. But who did I have? Oh, I had Neighbors. I had Justin Jefferson. No, I guess he didn't have a good game. But Neighbors had a good game. I forget which one didn't have a good game, but great value on Loveland. Thought about taking him 8 picks earlier. Nice, dude. Yeah, I'm just going to go a 2 tight end build. I usually do 3, but you know me, I like it late. But, you have to, in these kind of builds where you're taking George Kittle and Loveland, you're just saying, I think these 2 guys are going to be the guys in my squad that are going to be difference makers. So I'm just going to punt the rest of the position there. Same thing with quarterback. I'm just going to say, screw it. I'm going to go 2. So that's like, 16 left. Maybe do 8. We'll see what goes on now. Yeah, Loveland to the Charger would be awesome. I would love that. Nope, 2 years in. First year had about 35% advanced, but only like 2 advanced to round 2. Oh, that's rough, man. And then last year only around 18% through 2 to round 2, but didn't get to round 3. Yeah, man, it's so hard. I feel like the stacks really help you kind of get to the next level. But it is hard. I mean, when you look at the math of it, you're only an 8% chance to get into the finals. It's really unlikely to get in the finals. So it's a matter of just like stacking and then hoping that stack gets to the end and then that stack going off in week 17. Yeah, it's hard though. My first year, I did not make it to the finals. Probably had like an advance rate. I think last year my advance rate was I advanced 25 teams out of 150, which is like basically like rolling a dice. Like that's your expected value. Anyone doing anything weird in drafts? We got everyone's just kind of doing their thing. I mean, this is pretty bad EV for this pool. No one's doing like 4 quarterbacks or like 4 tight ends at this point. We got 3 tight ends already. Jaden Baker Mayfield. Yeah, that's probably not going to advance. But yeah, I would say just keep doing it, and like just if you're not loving the process, take a step back. And obviously, if like you go to those kind of smaller tournaments, you have a better chance of getting to the finals. But if you're loving it and you have the bankroll for it, it's definitely a lot of fun. So that's my advice. I feel like my first year I was just kind of like going, some weird strategies, and like it just wasn't a good stacking strategy. So definitely to get kind of your skills refined and keep kind of grinding. Got 8 picks away. I'm kind of leaning towards going running back here. Yeah. Depending on what I got, I could go. Love me some Adam Thielen. I could go Andre Yoshivash to try to kind of say that I have a stack. Maybe he pans out. He had a pretty early on surge, but I just wonder if he's going to be kind of phased out. It's probably a bad pick, but might try to go for it. If you guys are liking the stream, make sure you guys hit that like button as well. It helps me out, and hit that sub as well. We'll get connected on YouTube. I'll be doing some short content as well here and there, so appreciate all the love in here as well. So I do like Javonte Williams though too. Could go. I think Adonai Mitchell on this team needs to be drafted as well. Even though like I really don't want to stack too many with Anthony Richardson, I just feel like the value is there. I was reading more about his kind of route participation, and they were just asking him to obviously go a lot of 9 routes, and he won a lot of those routes. It just was bad quarterback play. I really feel like that led to him not doing very well his rookie season. So I'm gonna go high upside. I have not drafted a lot of Adonai Mitchell, but let's do it. We're gonna go eight wide receivers. What are we gonna do? You like Javonte better than Johnson there? I do. I think the Bears probably get like a really good running back because Ben Johnson really wants to get his guy, but I think Roschon Johnson could be the RB2 there because I think Swift isn't going to be really utilized as much as he's projected right now. So I think Roschon Johnson's a good pick there, honestly. But I was kind of worried that he's not going to be like. There's a world where they draft more of a thumper and maybe Roschon Johnson is kind of like relegated and they use Swift in the passing game or something like that. I don't know. I don't think you can go wrong in getting an RB2 on a team this late that you think is going to be a better offense next year. And he's still young, and I liked him as a prospect. I just think Javonte Williams still, like, if he can return to that like pre-injury health, oh man, he was something else. It's like a Matt's team here. We got Bo Nix, Kyler Murray, J.D. McCarthy. I hate how I can't just like look at your team. So you got one stack there. Yeah, so I have technically, 2 stacks? 2, 3. So I have 3 stackable players. I probably won't go a tight end. I could go Gesicki to get that like a 3rd stack or 4th stack, but I'm just going to hope that my kind of build goes off and Cam Scatterby and Ollie Gordon do their thing, but also Najee Harris and Achane. Obviously, running back's pretty weak. Can also stack offenses without quarterback. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just do like a multiple of the same team. It's completely fine. Like a mini stack. I haven't really done that at all either. I could go, I feel like I'm kind of tapped out at wide receiver. So running back, I feel like it's just going to have to be the way to go. It's the Tog Pound down. Woody Marks, 196. Jeez. Interesting. He kind of seems like a poor man, Devin Neal. Same thing with Connor James, or what was his name? Jordan James. I'm going to have to hit on some running backs here. I'm just going to load up on rookies. This is going to be like rookie running back, like carry me home. Sweet home Alabama. I'm a big Justice Hill guy. Yeah, I think he has a really high upside too. I'm probably going to pick him too and go a rookie as well. So I'll go Justice Hill. And scroll down. I kind of like Antonio Gibson though too. I'm going to go 2 non-rookies. Probably a bad idea, honestly, with how good the rookie class is and I think the depth there. But I'm going to go 2 vets and then I'll do 2 rookies. So I'll have 4 total rookie running backs, 8 total running backs, 8 total wide receivers, 2-2. It's going to be an interesting build. Get snaps, man. Who snaps? With Gibson? Sorry, Huey is snaps, man. Am I being dense? Yeah, I feel like my running back room is going to come together. Definitely a hero RB. It's all on Devon A. Chan to do something here. 15 picks away. Aurora Row. Love his name. Elijah Moore, I feel like that's a great pick. I've not been picking him a lot, but I feel like that's good. Cedric Tillman, Elijah Moore, Quentin Johnson. He had some interesting picks. It's definitely going to be some good EV if they hit. Interesting wide receiver core, honestly. Running backs. You can see it. Gesicki, nice. Yeah, I wasn't going to go him. Could also go Marshawn Lloyd if he's still available. But now I'm probably going to go 2 rookies here. Start fresh. Guys in the chat, who are some of your favorite rookie wide or running backs that are in rounds 19, 20 that you're just like constantly clicking on? Put in the comment section some guys that you like going in this range. I'll load up my queue in a little bit here. Go Naylor. Okay, so some stack with McCarthy. Garendo. I haven't gotten enough Garendo. I feel like he has some upside too. I like Keishawn Butte. If you're struggling at wide receiver at this point in the draft, I feel like he is underrated. But I don't really need that right now. Okay, let's load up the queue. I'm going to go Jordan James and go Tootin. Yeah, I like that. I also like Cam Akers. Go like that. See how it goes. B. Smith. Don't even know who that is. Brashard Smith. I'll have to look him up later. Keaton Mitchell. That's an interesting pick too. Yeah, he'll be another year off of his ACL. That's not a bad pick. Keishawn Butte. So the 2 undrafted guys or the non-badge guys like my guys. So maybe I'm all washed up. None really. Usually try to be done with RBs around Gibson Hill area. Really, I've been just doing so many kind of hero RB strategies. That's like I'm loading up here. Check out Jordan James and Tootin. I feel like Jordan James is kind of like a poor man's Devin Neal. But around 19, 20, he's a great value. Tootin, really high upside speed guy. Matt was the guy kind of like let me know who that guy was, honestly. Looked at his tape, and it's like he has the size and he also has the speed. He's a all-around good running back in the tape that I watched. So nice. We got a pretty nice team, obviously with two quarterbacks and 2 tight ends. We got some bye week risk, also some injury risk, obviously. But with those extra 2 spots, I feel like I really solidified the running back position. And I feel really good about my wide receivers, honestly. I think Martin Harrison will take a step forward. Xavier Worthy, I think, is really good on their offense. Josh Downs, solid guy. So I like this team. Not a lot of high correlation pieces, but I don't hate it. My tight end 3. Yeah, I've been taking tight ends like basically 16, 17, 18, and then like, yeah, 19, 20 is like some running backs. Deontay Johnson's interesting. I do like him a lot, but it's like, at what point is he like just dead on the league? But there's not a lot of wide receivers, so I could see it for sure. Let's start up another one here. Kirk Cousins. Whew. Calling a shot. He says 4 quarterbacks. Jeez, what is he doing? Some dart throws there. Let's do another one. Not many people in this one. The Quint Allen Jr. is my round 20 guy. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people liking him. I watched some of his tape. I didn't see like amazing ceiling for him, but I could see him going fifth round in the NFL draft, and maybe he's gonna go to a good landing spot. So good to see it. But I didn't do a deep dive in LaQuinn Allen, so maybe I need to spend more time just watching his tape. There's a lot of good guys though in that round 19 to 20 range that I just feel like have good EV. If you just kind of spread the shotgun effect, you're gonna find some good value there. Yeah, what do you see in LaQuinn Allen that you kind of like, or is just kind of like that high upside if he hits? I mean, I feel like round 20 you can't really go wrong. You have some leeway with 20 guys that you can kind of have some misses on, and a high upside if he ends up getting a good draft capital with a team that needs a running back. That'd be good. 5 left. I was wondering if like all those people were just gonna do another one, or if that was their end of the stream. Need some of your guys' help. We got 7 people in this stream. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button if you haven't already. It looks like we have 1 like, and hit that subscribe button too. It helps the algorithm out to kind of boost me up. Oh, it looks like we have 4 likes. I just didn't refresh, so appreciate you guys hitting the like, and it looks like we're up to 18 subscribers. Thank you guys. Yeah, just a flyer on the pass catching. Okay, so pass catching back, who I think could be poor man Achan. I'll have to look more at him because the prospects kind of run together. I might have been thinking about another guy too, but I have seen a lot of people talking about him on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Got 4 people left to fill here. See if the good old X, there's anything good popping. Yeah, I need to post more of my builds on X as well. A lot of people do that. Oh yeah, here, yeah. That I as soon as you said LaQuinn, I thought that was you, or that you're doing the little board. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is what I think of when I think of you is your profile picture. That's funny. Yeah, that's me. Let's check out the team. We got Jaden Daniels, Diami Brown, got a stack there. Got Stroud, Collins. I feel like Collins is a great pick. I've seen him going, higher than ADP a lot of times. I feel like that's not a bad pick. But yeah, Jaden Daniels at 41 is insane. And then Christian McCaffrey, I feel like, is the high risk pick, but, high likelihood that he's going to be something better than where he's going, or he's going to be completely, not worth his pick. So I like that kind of in a tournament setting, getting that, exposure there. Yeah. Yeah, like for CMC, I'm completely fine doing like a hero RB strategy and saying, CMC, if you're the guy, like it's going to work out. If not, I mean, that's kind of on them. That's why you're playing a tournament. You put in 100 entries, and one of them's not going to work out because of CMC, or it will. 9th pick. Let's see. We have all badges through 9. This is all badges. Badgesonly.com. Wow. I thought that the drafts got a little less sweaty like after a certain point, right? Guess not. That is crazy. But show must go on. Let's see one of these guys like go like Joe Burrow right at the 1-1. That'd be awesome. I kind of like the 1-9 when there's like good people drafting, because when you have the 112, you likely don't have any of the top wide receivers, where I really like to go wide receiver early. But 9, I'll be talking somewhere between CeeDee Lamb and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Saw an Achan 1-1 yesterday. Oh my gosh, that's insane. It's like, just do a couple drafts, man. Like, even if you like Achan, if you do 10 drafts, you're probably going to get Achan for like 1-9 if you really are stressing, like 1-1. You don't need to reach that high, man. Let's see where Matt goes. It's thinking. I need to get more Puka Nakua though. Like I don't have a lot of like 6 through 8 picks, I guess, but I'm gonna go. I feel like I have a lot of Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm gonna go Malik Neighbors to kind of spread out the wealth a little bit. So I'm gonna go Malik Neighbors here. Yeah, I think my analysis yesterday was I need some more Malik Neighbors. 9.4 versus Amon-Ra is 14%. Yeah, so 14%, that's a little high. I'll go Neighbors there. Where are we at here? This one, big board. Yeah, I feel like going Neighbors. I think he has wide receiver 1 upside, honestly. Like, they get a good quarterback that's competent in there. Like, maybe it's even a veteran quarterback. Like, I could see them really taking a step forward in an offense. It should be better than they were last year. 13, Drake London. That's where I took him in my last draft. So, good to see some values coming along. Malik Neighbors, 16. See what happens here with this pick. Going Christian McCaffrey. Speaking of high upside, I gotta get some high upside exposure. I don't know how many Christian McCaffreys I have, but it's probably not enough. Yeah, 7.5. Let's bump that up to 8%. Let's go. Oh, that's a slow draft. Okay. I was like, what is going on? 1 second, guys. Let's go back to the right draft here. Hell yeah, yeah. I feel like CMC, like, I need to get that at least 8%. I'm not really a big running back guy, so I feel like going in round 2, CMC is a guy that you really need to, like, grab at least 8% to be with the field. Because he has an RB1 type of outcome in his range. Like, he might be the best player available, and you're going to pass him at 16. AJ Brown. Wow, Tyreek Hill, 20. He continues to climb up the boards. AJ Brown fell a little bit there. Josh Jacobs at 19. I've gotten him at 31 in a war room. So I'm really excited for that war room, honestly. Like, and I think I got Jaden Reed in that war room, too. Got McConkey. I feel like McConkey is kind of, disrespected, but I feel like he could definitely follow it more in drafts coming up, especially if they have an addition in their offense. So I feel like he's worth it right there. But I think when or if he falls, I'll be buying him. So if he goes to like 30, like I'll be like 25% in Best Ball Mania on Lad if he goes that far back. Just on talent. Pretty chalky draft so far. It's nothing too crazy. You got Tyreek Hill a little bit early, like a couple spots, Josh Jacobs, but nothing too crazy. No one drafted a quarterback that I can see yet. No. Yeah, let's look at the board. It looks like there's only one person drafted a or wide receiver. See if he continues to go zero RB or if he invests in his first running back here. Terry McLaurin, I was drafting him so much when he was like 36. It's like hard to draft him at 25, but I feel like he's worth it there. He's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14th wide receiver off the board. I feel like that's good value. He should be a top 10 wide receiver locked and loaded. I would have him almost over Tyreek Hill. Tyreek, I mean, he has the upside as well. It's hard. Now we're coming around to us here, it looks like. I'm kind of hoping to get some DJ Moore. Josh Allen off the board. I will not be drafting Chase Brown. Oh, but I know Meads is going to be going for... yeah, I just looked at the chat too. I did not see who was in front of me. Always know who's in front of you. That's funny. I might go... I don't have Derrick Henry. I probably should have went Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson's staring him in the face. You guys, DJ Moore. I'm gonna let Jackson fall here though, and go a little bit more of a robust. I feel like James Cook is just too good of a value. I'm gonna go a fragile RB build, kind of robust early start. I'll go 2 running backs early, and then probably just punt the position fully. Just pick up some good wide receivers. See what happens. Marvin Harrison. I was thinking about Marvin Harrison there, but I already had some exposure there. I'm not super high on him. Let's look at my exposure here. 9.4, nothing crazy, but worthy. Wouldn't hate to like add another one, but I already have some good leverage there. I kind of want to see his ADP continue to rise without me having to do anything about it. Worthy goes 36. I feel like this guy's drafting the team that I like right there, except for Tet. 37. What's going on with Tet McMillan? Still good wide receivers to wait on at the turn. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm completely fine going. I might even go super robust and go Kyron Williams. Oh, he's off the board. Lamar Jackson's went there. I'm going to go Jane Daniels. I think he's going to build on that performance. I'm already kind of thinking about how the team's going to look. It's going to look a little bit light on wide receivers, but so close. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone Lamar Jackson there. I would have went maybe like JMO or something like that. Or maybe scroll down and get Odunze. Seems a little rich for Odunze at 40, but Jameson Williams. I forgot where Devonta Adams went last round, or last draft. George Kittle, 44. Nice. Rice has been so volatile. I've seen him drop like 58, and I've seen him go up since the Super Bowl to like 40. It's like, I feel like his price will settle down here somewhere like in the 50s. Devonta Smith. I feel like Devonta Smith, I just don't see the upside there in a tournament setting, but he was on my BestBall Mania team that he kind of saved me in the finals to kind of put me into the 190th spot. So I should be loving him, but it was Pickett, sorry. Kenny Pickett was the quarterback that game. Is wild. Wild times. Metcalf 50. Devonta Adams. I feel like that's exactly where you should go. 51. Even with age concerns. So we got Joe Burrow at Jamar Chase and McLaurin. I love that start. It's a very common start, I feel like. And Bucky, that's kind of chalk right there for the 1 seed. 3 picks away. Kind of excited for Jordan Addison or Waddle here. I don't think they're both gonna leave my grasp here. We'll see though. I feel like this is a good spot for some good wide receivers. So the question is Waddle or Olave? I'm going to go Waddle. I like both of them in the class, but yeah, I'm going to go Waddle. I think there's high upside that Tyreek Hill's not there, and even if not, I think as a wide receiver 2 in that offense, it should be humming, but it's like concussion risk for both of them. It's like if Olave gets a concussion, he's out. If Tuo's out, Waddle's not doing very well. So it's a concussion spot to be in. Hoping these guys kind of go running back here, kind of push down the board for wide receivers. I'm feeling pretty good that I'll get at least a wide receiver that I'll. Yeah, I got 3 wide receivers, 4 really that I wouldn't really mind taking. Well, don't screw me. You went Jerry Judy. I'm gonna go Sutton. Let's go. Were you gonna go Sutton, man? If Sutton was available, you get some more water. Jeez. Any weird builds in here? A lot of people need wide receiver help. It's gonna just dry up here, like me. Yeah, the punting the position. I'm using this guy where it's like 3-3 or 4-2 at this point in the draft. Sutton going Monty. That's solid. You're gonna have 2 solid running backs, and you're able to get really good wide receivers. I mean, that's a really solid team there. Now it's just like dropping in your stacks as we go. I like it. Mine, like I picked some kind of rough stacks. Obviously, we got Tua and Bo Nix, but then Malik Neighbors, your wide receiver 1. It's like, who do you stack him with? I feel like that's one of the reasons why he's kind of not higher up on boards. Jennings 68, nice. It's a little high for him. Yep. Godwin went all the way back to 69. That's good value. I like those wide receivers too. Question is, where will Mahomes fall? What's my team look like again? Okay, I had no stacks really necessary. I could. Juwan Jennings is out, but I could go Ricky Pearsall here and kind of go a Brock Purdy, and then I could also go Bo Nix a little bit early. See what happens. I do need to get more. Well, I already have Jane Daniels, so I probably want to go like a Tua later. Bo Nix isn't really an option really for me. Can't double up the quarterback that early. Tracy at 72. I feel like he's a guy that's probably not going to lose his job in the draft, but they could end up going a guy in the 4th round that's probably better than Tracy, but we'll have to see. I felt like really encouraged by his rookie campaign, but plus his like pass catching upside. I feel like he almost was like a Bucky Irving, but then he kind of fumbled a couple of times, and then that offense in general just kind of was horrible. Couldn't really unlock him. Kind of hope Deebo Samuel falls to me. Just be funny. I know he's kind of seeking a trade, but what if he doesn't get traded? Ricky Pearsall's sitting in the wins, 1st round pedigree. Luther Burden. I could see him going 1st round. Luther Burden. Same with Golden, though. He's a little further back in drafts. Will Hawkinson be available for Meads? What's this guy have? I like that wide receiver core right there. It's like the underrated white guys, or semi-white guys. Goes Myers. He goes Hawkinson. Thought we got Ricky Pearsall staring us in the face. We got some correlation piece with him. I want to get more Ricky Pearsall as well, so I'm completely fine going Ricky Pearsall here. He's probably not going to lose value. He's probably only going to gain value. Let's look at a Ricky Pearsall. It's like 8.5. That's right where I want to be. In Jennings, probably too high. I want to go Jennings lower, probably like 15%. Probably Pearsall like 12%. Oops. Yeah, start another one. Oh, 4 picks away. Whew. Getting tired. It's only 10:20, but I'm like gassed. There's no wide receivers in scroll distance. I have to go scrolled in like 96. The question is, do I just go Bo Nix in this area because there's no good wide receivers? I might. Completely fine with that strategy. Did someone pick Golden up already? Someone picked him up. Jeez, I was kind of hoping to pick him up at 88, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to go Bo Nix if he's available. We'll see. Kind of feels weird. Mahomes is still there, but no business taking him. Bo Nix probably has more upside, but he's going after him. It's kind of crazy. Oh, he took Matthew Golden, 82. Mooney. Yeah, the wide receivers are drying up. I'm completely fine just taking the value. Go Bo Nix. This might be another 2 quarterback build. If 2 is like staring me in the face and it's like completely great value, I'll take him, but I'm not going to draft him above ADP to stack him. Mees with the second tight end in round 8. But he stacks with his Baltimore stack right there. So he's got some correlated pieces like that. I think Mark Andrews is a good value. I've been waffling on like, is likely a threat to his tight end 6 performance last year, or do you think they're gonna get another wide receiver? Is the pass volume gonna be there? Because he was like so touchdown dependent last year. It's just a matter of what you think, but I think his target share is going to go up next year. I think he was still recovering from that injury. Then he got in that car crash. There's a lot of bad things happening with Mark Andrews that I think next year he's going to be much more highly valued midseason than where he's going right now in BestBall in February, which is crazy. We're drafting in February. We won't even know if these teams are even good. Come September, it's wild. Yep, I agree, man. I didn't want to reach there, and it's like I need to get 2 quarterbacks eventually. So like, why not now? And I don't think it's a bad reach to go by Bo Nix. They probably have high ceiling upside, so I'm good. Mahomes at 93 is wild. The question was, is he stacked? He is stacked. Well, I'll be. He probably has the best stacked Mahomes. He's basically best Mahomes stack you could get. Now, if he was worthy, I guess, probably even better, but. Some Meads. He still needs his quarterback to drop in at 104. Let's see what happens. Real question is, does he take Kelsey? Yeah. That'll be interesting. Yeah, he's coming up at 115. Yeah, a lot of these guys are just kind of. There's just like no wide receivers that like worth taking in the range. Maybe he goes Pacheco at like 120. It's like Pacheco, Kelsey, just pulls in the whole fam. Let's see what he does. He got Goff's available. I figured that. I'm going to go Pittman. I love him. There's like no wide receivers that I want in this area other than Pittman, so I'm going to get him and see where we're at in 6 picks. Feel like I'm filling out my wide receiver room nicely. I just finished a Mahomes, Pacheco, Worthy, Gray stack. Nice. I mean, if Mahomes goes off, I mean, that's a great stack to have there. And I could see that happening, honestly. Like, Mahomes has to eventually be a top 6 quarterback again. He's a good quarterback, so it's just a matter of the defense allows him to do so. I think eventually it will. If I were him, I'd want to be, having fun and winning in ways that you're winning by 20, not like you were when you're like a rookie, than just kind of like slogging the games along and barely winning. Pacheco. Yeah, I feel like Pacheco is like falls in drafts so much that like you can get him at 100 plus pretty easily most times. So that's nice. I think phasing Kelsey out of that offense will actually help. Yeah, probably. He's just like plodding around. See if Cam Scotty 110, nice. Go on Marvin Mims. I honestly like if you told me you were a time traveler, you came back and you told me Marvin Mims outscored Cortland Sutton on the Denver Broncos, like I wouldn't tell you you're crazy. Honestly, like if you showed me proof that you're a time traveler, I think Marvin Mims could do it this year, but I like my Cortland Sutton at 64. I probably have more Sutton than Mims by a lot, but I feel like it's in the realm of possibilities. I think Mims I'm way too low. Yeah, 1.9% versus Sutton, 4.7. I need to bump both those numbers up. Jeez. Whew. Guess you can't have them all. I feel like I go like zero RB a lot, so like Sutton ends up being the running back spot that I go. Go back to draft. Anyone doing anything weird? Yeah, this guy went two quarterbacks, so that's me. Back to back quarterbacks there. String of wide receivers. That's the way to go right there. Two and then wide receiver heavy. Nice. No one really did like a totally zero RB strategy. This guy mostly, I guess. Yeah, Kenneth Walker. Yeah. And he's just adding his running backs in. Nice. Love to see it. Brian Robinson, he's another running back that just scares me. He wasn't really overly efficient last year, and then this draft class coming in, and if I'm the GM for the Commanders, I'm getting him kind of a stud running back. I'm upgrading the offensive line. I'm getting him a wide receiver. Obviously, you can't do all that in free agency and then NFL draft, but I feel like their cap space, they can do a lot of that. So I feel like the offensive lineman will be a bump for them, and I could see them drafting a day 2 running back. Or day 1, Amari Hampton, North Carolina guy. This is an interesting spot. Did Kincaid goes 131 and he's already drafted? Jeez. I was kind of hoping to get him in this draft. I have not drafted much Kincaid. He burnt me so much last year. I was just saying I'm not drafting much this year. Probably burn me out again this year the other way. Let me go Trey Harris. I have not drafted much Trey Harris. It might be even my first one. But I think he has some interesting traits that I like. So let's look how much Trey Harris I got. Yeah, 0.9. We'll diversify a little bit with that pick. I feel like we see a lot of good value rookie running backs going to teams with above average running backs. Will be interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of fearful too. I think I put that in a Twitter thread. It's like there's so many good guys in the draft. Like it makes sense that a lot of these guys are going to drop, and then there's going to be guys that they just take running backs because they're best player available, and then now they're just screwing up our fantasy teams. It's not good, not good at all. I'm gonna go Tucker Kraft here. I like 136 Tucker Kraft all day. JJ McCarthy. So he has 3 guys. Does he stack them all? He's gonna get, he already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with so he really corrected. He's an NFC North extravaganza right now. Nice, dude. I have so much JJ McCarthy. I am afraid that Sam Darnold is somehow going to be the starter again, full year for the Vikings. Like, yeah, let's look how many I have of JJ McCarthy. 24% as a quarterback. That's insanity. I don't know what I'm doing. Only way to get 15-17 correlation. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the divisionals. Active and there. I'm from Minneapolis. No way Darnold stays. I would think so. Like, I mean, like, there's like the franchise tag thing, but like, just let him get a job somewhere. Come on. Even got more from Bears. Yeah, dude. You got everything kind of correlated there. I got 2 stacked right now, and then none with Jaden Daniels. I'll probably go a couple team stack guys though, with like the running backs, with the wide receivers, but we'll see how it goes. Time for me to head out though. Have a good night, man. Hey, peace, dude. Appreciate you stopping by as always. I'll see you on Twitter. Good stuff. Good stuff. Got 18 subscribes now. We got 7 people watching. Appreciate everyone stopping by from the Twitter space, and if you joined from YouTube, yeah, put something in the comments section and say hi. Don't be all lurking up in here. There's 7 people in here. There's about like 2-3 people talking right now, so join the chat. Say something. Man, 14 degrees outside. I am so ready for spring and football weather. Jeez. 4 picks. Kelsey's still not off the board. Imagine drafting Kelsey like the first few weeks in big board. Yikes. Some interesting guys available. Yeah, let's go my completed and just look how much Travis Kelsey I have. See if I'm a real big proponent. Oh, no match players, 0 shares. Weird. That'd be funny. Travis Kelsey, let's go him right now. I was kind of hoping Samson was going to go to me. I'm going to have to go Ollie Gordon from the upside. Oh, I have a good amount of Ollie Gordon. I'm actually going to go Jalen Wright with my correlated pieces with Miami. Yeah, let's look at the completed. Let's go to Ollie Gordon. Yeah, 22%, and then Wright probably 13%. I'll take another Wright share with the correlated pieces. That's the right call there. Could come back around to me too. Get Ollie Gordon. I'll definitely do it. Doing some math on where ADP is going to go. Justin Fields 156. He just keeps creeping up boards. 162. It's going heavy rookie running back here. Kind of want to go Amari Cooper. Some correlated pieces with Buffalo. But if Ollie Gordon's there, I got to go Ollie Gordon. See what happens. I feel like Amari Cooper could have a really big bounce back. Obviously, he was like 160 or more. Honestly, yeah, I feel like he should be drafted higher. Got Ollie Gordon here. How much Amari Cooper's share do I have? 14%. That's good enough. I feel like he's risky, but how old is he? Amari Cooper. 30 years old. Hey, he was born on the same day as me. Year after I was born. Go back to here. We got Dontavian Wicks. Nice. So you're really building out that wide receivers. Yeah, you got really good correlation there. Between your first draft and your second draft, night and day different between correlation. Nice. Whittington 163. Get off my face says, oh wow, I guess that's where he's going nowadays. Like Whittington's really jumping up boards. Interesting. I did not know that. Trying to repeat. Yeah, dude. You had a really good big board last year, so how many big boards are you at right now, man? Yeah, I feel like your strategy worked last year, man. 31. Oh wow, you need to really step it up. 120. I guess you have time to get some more details and all that stuff, so might be better for you to wait. That's what I should. I probably should just get little board completed. I'm at 100 something for big board. Oh, 67. So I still have it like 80 something, so I'll probably bell curve it. Really taper off here. But we have a long time until the draft. Jeez. Four picks away. I'd love you Adam Thielen too if I have him available. He's gone. Man, this is rough waiting to see what happens. Could go Garendo and back up my guy now. That's really a little upside. Maybe I'll go something like that. Royals. Whew. I can't stop drafting Amari Cooper. 177. I was hoping you didn't snag him. Garendo. So you're pretty high on Garendo though. That's another time I saw you pick him up. But so you're hoping for CMC's demise and for me. Looks like. Let's see what happens here. It could go Ertz, could go Fannin, get a little more exposure there. Handcuff with massive upside. Yeah, definitely for sure, man. Worried they add an RB though. Yeah, because Mason's probably on his way out. He's a restricted free agent. So I expect him to be on his way out. And then it's a matter of who else they sign. Hopefully it's like a 6th-round running back. And it's like, and even in this day and age, like that could be better than Garendo, but hopefully not. Garendo was like pretty good in the combine. Ran a good 40. He did pretty well when serviceable when he was in. So hopefully Shanahan just kind of adds another body, but you know, they always need bodies there because they always like run through the running backs like crazy. Austin Eckler, I'd love to get him on the team. Love that. Yeah, let's get Eckler down here. Oh, I remember drafting him like 200 plus. Now he's going 184. Kind of set on wide receivers. I'm probably going to do a 2, 7, 8, 3 build. Does that add up? 2, 7, 8. No, not quite. Oh, no, yeah, it does. Adds up to 20. Jay Higgins. How much Higgins do I have? I kind of did like him, and he had some Senior Bowls, good stuff coming out on him. Jaden Higgins, not enough. 2.8. I'm liking my exposure, though. Would have liked to add another Zach Ertz there. Dalton Schultz. I don't think we'll get back to me because I know Matt's in front of me. But he already has really 2 He probably doesn't need another tight end. And he's gone now. Where are my pieces at? Need. See who's kind of available. I need a tight end. First one might go Higbee. We'll see. Maybe I'd sprinkle a Noah Gray in there, though. In case he's there, apparent. Keishan Butte. Wow, he's rising up in this draft. He get 30 above ADP or 20, 25. Troy Franklin. Could have snagged him. Yeah, I'm down a tight end. Yeah, I kind of figured you would be. So I'll be able to get 2 running backs and 2 tight ends in this build. Think about that. I think I'm going to go by 2 tight ends right now, though. See what Candyman does. I feel like I've been in the room with Candyman a lot. I should like look his name up. Is Candyman, are you from Twitter? Are you in this stream right now? I feel like I've seen you on Twitter. But maybe I was casually following you. We'll do a Sanders. It'd be funny if he was like, yeah, I'm Candyman, and he's in the chat right now. It's like just taking all my picks. He was in the last draft too, I think. Yeah, I've definitely seen him in many drafts with me. It's highly experienced, so that makes sense. And I feel like, yeah, you kind of see the same kind of guys, like 10 o'clock at night. You might see the same guy multiple times. Excited to see if my guy gets back to me here. We'll have to see here. Taking the whole 30 seconds is diabolical. B. Smith, that's the second time I saw someone take B. Smith. Need to look him up. Put her on the list. Brashard Smith. SMU. Yeah, okay. I went Chigaconco. What's going on? I'll just got to go Tyler Higbee. Or not. Maybe I'll go. There we go. Higbee was a good pick there. I'm just going to go a little bit higher upside. Oh, were you going to pick him? Were you trying to get Martinez there? Saw his tape today? Yeah. I let's see how much Martinez I have. I don't think I have enough of them. .8%. I need to add more. I've been trying. Yeah, he's a big guy. Or he plays big at least. Yeah, and I figure I have enough Higbee share. I'm gonna like just punt the position a little bit here. If he's available in 11 picks, I might pick Higbee up, but I might go another running back. Honestly, could do two tight end build again. Don't love it with those kind of tight ends, but I really wanted Chigaconquo. But can't always get what you want, huh? Phone's not plugged in there. Oh, that's why. 1 second. There, it's charging. Okay. Seven picks away. So running backs are kind of. I mean, Woody Marks. I've heard good things about Woody Marks, but who's this guy? 4th round. That's not bad. Draft capital. 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns, 5.7 average. That's not bad. To check out his tape there. I don't need another wide receiver, that's for sure. And Higbee went. I think Brenton Strange is really interesting. I think he could take over that tight end 1 job there. I think that might be blasphemous, but Ingram, I don't know. Yeah, Woody Marks, figured you might take him. Payback. But I'm going Ben Sinnott. Going that high upside tight end 3. Let's keep drafting Ben Sinnott every year until he's out of the league. Not at all. Ingram could be a cap casualty. Yeah, I just feel like I keep like looking at Ingram and be like, oh, he's a target hog. Like, but I'm like, ugh. I think Brenton Strange is the tight end that you want to stack with Trevor Lawrence. Like, I don't know why, but I just feel like he is. And honestly, I mean, you saying that too is makes me want to dig into that more and see kind of the tape on Brenton Strange, because I didn't really see a lot of him. I know I saw him on like Red Zone on some big plays, but nothing too crazy. But he did pretty well when Ingram was out. Was planning to take Strange in the 20th with T-Law. Oh, nice. Oh, you're in this one, Vaporware? Nah, nice. Are you Candyman? Or is your name Vaporware in this one? Oh, no, right there, 20.11. Got it. Nice, man. You've been lurking in this draft the whole time. I didn't know. See you on Twitter all the time. You're a guy that the profile picture matches up on YouTube as well as your Twitter. It makes it easy. I'm the 102. Nice. I'll check out your team after I draft my guy. Who do I want? Maybe James. He's already gone. Could go Gibson. Don't need to go rookie necessarily. But yeah, I'm gonna go Gibson. Round it out. So let's look at your team here. I mean, Saquon Barkley, T. Higgins, Breece Hall, Romadunze. Yeah, I like Romadunze a lot. I don't know if you saw my threads on Twitter a lot about Romadunze today. Mecca Ibuka, I think, is going to be first-round talent. That's probably going to go a little higher in BestBall Mania drafts than 74, honestly. Caleb stacked with Rome. Dak stacked with... you didn't get... But it probably correlated with maybe Eagles, 15 through 17, Trevor Lawrence. Jake Ferguson stacked. Cole Kmet. I like Cole Kmet a lot where he's going. Tolbert. You saw my exposure on Tolbert. It's like 30-something%. I've been drafting him like crazy when he was going like 20th round. Yeah, Strange, I've not seen him go the 11th, or the 19th round. I've usually seen him go undrafted. But I'm kind of feeling like he might be the guy. Good drafting with y'all. Bouncing. Hey, peace, man. I'm probably going to bounce as well. My voice is starting to give out and need some water, honestly. I don't know how people talk for so long. Barnaby, Trey Tucker. See what Vapor does. Juwan Johnson. I mean, Juwan Johnson, if he's on the board 2011, that's insanity. Nice build. Peace, guys. Some good drafts right there, but I gotta get some rest. So, peace out, guys, and appreciate everyone stopping over from Twitter. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that like on the stream. Appreciate you guys, and